This is an All Sports Station production.
Today, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, this is Madden NFL 21. We'll see Teddy Bridgewater and the Carolina Panthers taking on Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Saints trot onto the field behind the veteran right arm of Drew Brees, a former Purdue Boilermaker who entered the league back in 2001.
When you think of accuracy, you might as well think of Drew Brees because he owns 5 of the 6 best completion percentages in a single season in NFL history. And it feels like he's done them all in 5 of the last 6 seasons. Like Tom Brady, he thinks he can go until he's at least 45, loves playing the game, takes great care of his body, and despite missing 5 games with a thumb injury last year, showed his toughness and came back and threw 27 touchdown passes against just 4 interceptions.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Brees. The open man is Smith. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Brees now on first down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. On second down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Breeze. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, to an incompletion.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Again, it's Breeze. He's got Smith here. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. K1 short, pushing through there to make the play defensively.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that's complete to Sanders. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Good catch there by Emmanuel Sanders, and he's exactly who you want in your locker room and who you want on your team. He can integrate into an offense quickly. He joined the San Francisco 49ers at midseason last year and had a huge impact in their run to the Super Bowl. He's a veteran receiver that everyone respects. And yes, he can still play.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'd love to sit down at some point in our offseason and talk to these defensive coordinators in the red zone. Tight end is obviously a big threat, yet these guys continue to make plays. Is there any other way to stop them?
Apparently not. In the red zone, like you said, that's your guy. They got it to him.
Supreme confidence in going to a playmaker.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. try to pound it in. Kamara. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. They're the favorite, no question. And when they score like that on the opening drive to set the tone, you're the underdog on the other bench. That's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, because you can't bring the home crowd into it, because you're counting on that to be a part of your equalizer, ride their momentum. But you have to give them something to cheer for. So now what you're worried about is they're better than we are. We can't get going. Are we about to get blown out?
Good news, still a long way to go. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out now come the Patriots as they are led out by their quarterback, a former MVP of the National Football League back in 2015, Cam Newton.
What an audition last year for Teddy Bridgewater in New Orleans. Not one that he expected to have happen with the injury to Drew Brees, but he stepped into the breach, and the Saints went 5-0 in his starts, and he showed the rest of the league he was ready to be a starting quarterback again. Now he gets his opportunity with a brand new head coach, a brand new organization in Carolina.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
2nd and 9. From the gun, Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. To throw, Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's the Panthers punter now. The All-Pro Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Breeze now to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
2nd and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Breeze. And he finds Cook. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Kamara. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. It's caught by Sanders. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas there to make the grab. And the Saints add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Cooper on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
56, Mike, 56.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Hey, y'all, what's up?
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
McCaffrey following the penalty. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
47, Mike, 47. Check, 47.
Throwing is Bridgewater. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Six yards left on second down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And Thomas has it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 37. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Marcus Davenport brought him down, the UTSA product.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
.13 yards remaining on second down. Bridgewater to throw it. To the right side and complete to Thomas. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing on first down is Brees. Complete. Smith has it. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Remember, on their last drive, they had that pass play for a touchdown, and here they come out firing again. This play's not quite as good in the end result, but still good enough for a quick first down.
On first down, Brees. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's got this down to the 35. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Breeze again. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
56.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good game, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Saints on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Breeze. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Two veterans, Breeze to Sanders there for a Saints first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And boy, he can get hurt.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
56,
Breeze now on 1st down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. That's Alvin Kamara with a grab from Drew Brees. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And it is now 21-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together. They had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So after 3 drives that ended touchdown, 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 they get bogged down on drive number 4.
Yeah, I don't know how excited you would be on the other side of the ball that they finally didn't score. You know, you're happy, of course, but at the same time, did you have that much to do with it, or did they just get tired?
Maybe it's just a sense of relief at this point. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, the dangerous Pharaoh Cooper. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's 2 sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion. Anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. Showed some solid running, strong running, and then he's corralled just beyond the 10. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
With that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. The Panthers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's the Panthers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again here, the Saints and Drew Brees march out there again on offense. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Brees now on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. Jared Cook, his Pro Bowl tight end, was the target. But now it'll be 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and 56. Breeze to throw again. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Again, it's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Bridgewater on 1st down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Christian McCaffrey, last year's catch leader among running backs, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. To the air again with Bridgewater. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this third quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they had the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And just a yard to go here on second down. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years, so he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's taken down inside the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Catch there by DJ Moore, who's really starting to come into his own. And he's one of that pack of receivers in the NFL now that looks like running backs and plays like that as well when they catch the football. Last year, nearly 1,200 yards receiving, 78 yards per game, and that ranked in the top 10 in the league. Expect those numbers to continue to grow.
The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas. That'll bring up 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 20-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It's a gain of 7. 1st down, Carolina.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now Breeze. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Pressure comes in, he's brought down, it's a Panther sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Breeze now. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence. If they just get their assignments down, they get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
Found his target, it's Anderson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Catch there by Robbie Anderson, and we all know he's got the speed to get behind any defense. What I think is underrated about his game is his toughness and his belief in self. Robbie Anderson was an undrafted free agent who's turned into a big-time player in the NFL, and now landing in Carolina reunites him with his college coach, Matt Rule, when they were together at Temple.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Bridgewater now. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And again, it's Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Here's McCaffrey. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Bridgewater to throw it. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Shaq Thompson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Shotgun now for Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. To throw is Breeze. And that is incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop that play. Your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd down and 4, Bridgewater, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first, and it's 3rd down now.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. The connection there, Bridgewater to Samuel for a Panther first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Bridgewater. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Check, 47. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired, and hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, at this stage of the 2nd half, interesting.
Mike, hey, fellow lady. Hey. Mike's 54.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Come on, man. Set the tone. You better do something. Here we go. Ready. 95, 56. 56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's 2nd down. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this 2nd very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Again, it's Kamara. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, this from 46. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Cooper on the return. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
To throw again on 2nd down, Bridgewater. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Bridgewater again. Thomas has got it, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. From 17 yards out. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first? This
is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Here's Bridgewater. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now for the point after. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. That time a 6-play drive. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Brees. It's caught by Sanders. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Big Derek Brown making the stop.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
second down, Kamara. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now Breeze on third down. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And it's caught. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara taking it in. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Cooper on the return. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. Responsible for well over 100 yards of total offense, but still hasn't found the end zone. You think that's in the back of his mind going into this drive?
It's always in the back of the mind of a player who's having that type of a day, because you want that gratification for your work, right? You want that stamp on top of everything. But bottom line for him, he's doing great work. Sometimes it just opens it up for other people to actually get into the end zone for him.
The runners, you know, would they rather have 60 yards, 3 touchdowns, or 150 no touchdowns?
I think more than likely 150 and no touchdowns. But all the runners that I know would say, I'll take 150 and 3 touchdowns. They're greedy that way.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Bridgewater on first down. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And Thomas has it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He gets it to Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Second and 2, 1st down marker at the 8. To the air again with Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And again, it's Bridgewater. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas there to make the grab. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Drew Brees with a kneel down, and that ought to do it. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.